And welcome. Saturday afternoon action on the show. It's the Miami Marlins and the Arizona Diamondbacks. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. So just about set now. Today's starting pitcher, Merrill Kelly. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Leading off
he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And that's outside. Kelly with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. And there's a foul ball.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Long gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last.
Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Stowers. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Tap foul at the plate. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the second game of the series. Into center and a base hit.
Batting third,
and Martinez went deep in the ball game last night. First pitch, and he just misses. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. And they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Griffin Conant. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He'll touch them all. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 2-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
So 2 down. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Stretches out and hauls it in. But 2 round trippers in this inning. Back here with my pal Singy. Starting on the mound in this one, Johan Oviedo. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
In the air, left field. Stowers makes the grab, 1 down. Okay, let's check out the lineup.
Batting second.
One guy swinging a hot bat
Shortstop,
recently,
Geraldo
Jake McCarthy.
Boom, this is one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. I mean, he's such a consistent hitter. You got to love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see that in this one.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. Check swing, and he held up. Gets a piece and stays alive. One out, bases empty. And it remains 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Now he breaks his bat. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got a ground ball.
Line drive. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Corbin Carroll at the plate now. That's ball one. And a foul ball.
The strategy of winning a ball game when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose him.
There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and it's a one-run game.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Josh Naylor, the next to hit, takes outside. Back to the mound. He's got it. Slings to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Dbacks with a run-scoring double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Major League. All set for the start of the inning. Now batting Tristan Casas. Kelly back to work. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Kelly measures 6 feet 2 inches. He throws a cutter, a changeup, a four-seamer, a sinker, and he works in a slider. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
The next offering misses, and now it's 3-2. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a Hit. And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby, third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. That clips the corner.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Casas gets his lead at first, nobody out. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that one is inside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Stays alive. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Now here is Javier Sanoja. Swing and a base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Now pitching for
Anthony
the
DeSclafani,
Dbacks.
ready or not, in
Number
the game
21.
now after the injury.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's going to be Derek Hill. First pitch swinging. Bases juiced, no outs. And that is out of play.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Lopez swings through it for strike one. Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Base hit, 1 run in already. The throw in. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in two in a huge spot. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now here is Kyle Stowers. That one ripped. That's back. And that ball is out of here. He circles the bases. It's 7-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now it's JD Martinez. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0 1.
1 strike.
That one hit to right. Carroll brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder Griffin
Digging in,
Conine.
Griffin Conine. He's already homered in this game. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. But the Marlins get 3 on the homer. It's back here in the desert. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the veteran third baseman, Eugenio Suarez, just missed.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional
Batting
walk,
seven.
but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
David Smith.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And foul ball. That one pushed to the left and foul. Suarez aboard here at first with nobody out. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Here's Gurriel. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. Gurriel went deep in his most recent game. Rolled to short, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. Nothing across here this half. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Marlins 7 and on to the third inning. And now for the Marlins, Agustin Ramirez. Outside low, and that is ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
This one in the air. Naylor. And there's 1 down. So digging in, Tristan Casas singled and scored his first time. Ripped to right. 2 away down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Norby now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1. 2 out, space is empty. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 7 and the Dbacks 1.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, catcher Gabriel Moreno.
Right through there for a strike. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. That to right. And that's a foul ball. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And now one away.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Line drive. Conine makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Geraldo Perdomo will hit next. That's a strike. 0-1. And strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
The shortstop takes the ball. This to third. Whips it to Casas. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And at the plate for Miami, Javier Sanoja. There's a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. 1 down.
Now batting center fielder.
And up next
Derek
for Miami,
Hill.
Derek Hill struck out swinging his first time. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Next offering is foul back.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Next pitch is outside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Out towards right center field. And that is that. No runs, no hit. Back here at Chase Field, John Chabi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Ketel Marte. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is outside. Late swing, foul to the left. And they'll do it again. And a ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball misses down and away.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The other way, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay throw, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Naylor batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Marte leads off second with one gone in the inning. On the ground to the left.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box
Now
and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Two on, one out. And that one fouled off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Pitch misses. It's 2-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Smith stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And they're all loaded up.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Gurriel stands in now and watches strike one. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Diamondbacks leave them loaded. They're down 7. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Marlins, left fielder,
DeSclafani back to work. Popped up. Suarez puts it away for the out. JD Martinez stands in. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. Martinez, multi-time All-Star, over 1,000 runs batted in his career. Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. A solo shot. His 28th home run of the season, and they add on. It's 8-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now here is Griffin Conant. Here's a high fly ball out to center. McCarthy settles under it. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Agustin Ramirez. And there's a hit. And that extends the inning. Now the Diamondbacks. Trevor Williams gets the ball now.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1-1.
Just missed.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. It's now 8-1. This is And we're back at the plate. Gabriel Moreno. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Casas puts it away. Out. Number 2. Next to hit for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. The shortstop takes the ball. And another ball. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Diamondbacks down. Back here in the desert. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the second baseman, Connor Norby. Just missed. Williams, he's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. Strike 1.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds, add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key. Throwing the ball where he wants to.
Popped up. Naylor. He's got it. And there's one away. Now it's the shortstop, Javier Sanoja. That one lifted to left. Gurriel trying to get there. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder Derek Hill.
2 down, bases empty. And now for the Marlins, Derek Hill, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one the other way. Nabs it, and that is that. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. And it remains an 8-1 game. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And that drops in for a strike.
You know, these D-backs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Ground ball, Casas. He'll do it himself. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Man at second with 1 away. Here's Josh Naylor.
First baseman
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hill under it. 2 down. So a man aboard Now up next for Arizona, AU. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That's not coming back.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage.
Now the Marlins manager. Now on the bump, Jesus Tinoco.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Smith in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Right side. And it gets by him. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Drilled out towards left center field. Hill sizes this one up. Makes the grab. That is the inning. Dbacks add a pair on the homer. It's now 8-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. 8 of their hits came off the bat at 90 miles per hour or harder. These guys are not getting fooled right now.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 3-1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 9-3. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Now, Kyle Stowers. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Gurriel has it sized up. Makes the catch. And there's one away. And here is J.D. Martinez. He's already homered here in this one. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And the batter now, Griffin Conine. That one fouled off. Hit in the air, right field. Carroll. And there are 2 down.
Up next, for the Marlins, catcher Agustin Ramirez.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that's the 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Hill calls it in, and there's one away. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. He swings and fouls one off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
That just misses, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And he hits a ground ball right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting,
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
No strike.
The shortstop takes the ball. And another ball. And there's the automatic. And that's low for ball 4.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Oh, and 2 now. Swings and misses, struck him out. 1 left for Arizona. Back here at Chase Field, new inning getting started. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Williams back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. That one missing inside. Grounds 1 to short. Perdomo throws across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down. And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. There's a swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Marlins up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Ball 1 there.
1 and 2.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop 3rd strike.
Now batting.
So up next,
Shortstop,
Javier Sanoja.
Javier
1 for
Sanoja.
3. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
The 0-2. The
1
shortstop
ball.
takes the ball. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And that's downstairs and outside.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field and makes the grab. And that is that. So
Now pitching for Miami.
back now, new pitcher on the
Number
mound as we
51.
roll into the bottom of the 8th. Declan Cronin. Swung on, belted. Back there. And it's gone. That one felt good. And they cut into the lead. It's 9-4. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
That pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
1 strike.
Now one missed. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
To third. Whips it to Casas. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Eugenio Suarez stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Right through there for a strike.
In there at the knees. And the count is 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the inning. D-backs get 1 on the solo jack. It's open.
Now pitching for the
We're back,
Diamondbacks.
and on the mound is the closer, Justin Martinez.
Justin
He last pitched 4 days ago, so he
That's a
should
ball.
feel pretty fresh. Hill in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting. Third
Here's the
baseman,
third baseman,
Otto
Otto
Lopez.
Lopez. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
That's towards center. McCarthy settles under it. He's there. He's got it. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs. Base is empty. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swings and misses. 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Got him swinging. 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 9th, and now Lourdes Gurriel Jr. hit in the air, center field. Puts it away for the out. Now the catcher up to hit, Gabriel Moreno. First pitch misses. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And that's a fair ball. Moreno makes the turn at second. Coming home. He'll score easily. In there safely.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. A triple into the opposite field.
Here comes the skipper.
Now pitching for Miami. Number 32.
Perdomo
Ronnie
stands in
Enrique.
here.
No ball.
Tried to
One
hold
strike.
back his swing there, but went around. That's in there, and it's 0-2. 1 away with a runner at third. Swing and a miss. And Arizona with just 1 out left. Ketel Marte up to the plate. That one outside. Ball 1.
Nope. That's inside.
That's a little bit low. Fastball for a strike. And it's fouled away. Enriquez is just 1 strike away. Robert to right field, way back, gone.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
This is Corbin Carroll. Just missed. And there's the strike.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
On the ground to first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
We saw both teams come ready to swing it in this one, and they found a lot of success. A couple of touchdowns up on the board today. Pretty amazing, and it turned out to be a close one considering all.